Good?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, guys. How you guys doing? It's Titan Talk Tuesday. John here. We're in the studio. It's been a good week. It's always a good week when Titan Talk Tuesdays are here. And we're all the way off to Wednesday tomorrow. So that's a beautiful thing. Hump Day is going to be tomorrow. So everybody looks forward to that. Middle of the week, getting through the week. But we got a great show. We're going to talk about a number of different things. Interesting things, medical things, things that will help you guys out. What's going on? How you doing, Jen? How's everybody doing out there? Huck, Joey Freestyle, USC 039. How you doing? What up, Stacy? How you doing? Jared, how you doing? Nice to see you, Jimmy. So, guys, we got a great show. We're going to cover a number of different things. The first thing we're going to cover therapy of the week, Thymosin Alpha 1, talk about it. Talk about a Florida couple that got arrested here and what they got arrested for. A new peptide that's helping with COVID relief, which is really, really crazy. We'll talk about what it is and what it was made for and how it's helping patients, because it really is helping. Back to Blue mural here in Tampa. We'll talk about that too as well. COVID-19 and hair loss. There's actually something what's going on with a lot of COVID patients. And at that point, we'll talk about what that is too. It's actually a medical condition. Ride at Disney sinks. Pretty funny. And we'll talk about what the Disney employees said to the people that were on the sinking boat at this ride on Disney. Also, Delta flight. 2 people got removed, not wearing masks. This mask thing is getting out of control. People are getting out of control, but we're going to talk about that too as well. So, you know what? With no further ado, let's get into this beautiful Titan Talk Tuesday. And at the end, I'm going to show you guys, actually in the middle, I'm going to show you guys doing an unboxing here. Some of the clothes that we got in. Girls, I got some guys stuff too as well. We'll talk about that. So let's get into it. Thymosin Alpha 1, therapy of the week. So if you guys don't know what Thymosin Alpha 1 is by now, or TA1, Thymosin Alpha 1 is a peptide. And this peptide is awesome. This is actually an immune boosting peptide. And it actually does boost immune function. And how does it boost immune function? So what it does is it augments T cells. It increases T cells. If you don't know what T cells are you're basically the police of your body, right? They're the enforcers to viral and bacterial and bad cells in the body and attacking these cells. T cells come in 2 different forms, helper cells and killer cells. And they do exactly what their names say or specify. You know, the killer T cells hunt down these bad cells in the body, these viral cells, these bacterial cells, and these bad cells, and they hunt them down and they try to eradicate them. Where the helper cells come in behind them and try to build back the cells to where they were at or make them healthy cells. So this is really, really important, especially with COVID-19. But what was this drug used for? What was this peptide used for? So this peptide is used for cancer patients, and it's with them usually going through chemo and killing all the cells in their body. So at that point, it helps with that. It helps with increasing the effectiveness of vaccines. So there's a lot of different things with this, but the main thing it does, and I'll say it again, is it augments T cells. It increases T cells in the body. So these things can go down and track down these bad things and try to eradicate them. It's also used with hepatitis patients too as well. So there's a number of different things. And boosting immune function and support right now is the most important thing you guys could possibly do. And obviously, because COVID-19, that's one thing that's out there. But you have other things out there, other viruses, other diseases, other infections that you guys can get that we really don't even talk about no more, that we don't even hear on the news. I mean, I didn't heard nothing about the common flu or any of these other things. It's COVID. And obviously, COVID's affecting us more than ever right now. And we're trying to get through it. And we're trying to come up with all these different therapeutics and vaccines. But like I said, you want to do it the most natural way as possible if you can boost the immune function. And we've got a number of different therapies that will help you guys boost immune system function and help immune support, along with glutathione or NAC. These are injectable, not oral versions. We're talking about injectable vitamin C, zinc. You know, these things are effective as far as helping the body boost immune support and function. But Thymosin Alpha 1, by increasing T cells, is definitely my choice out of all these different things to really helping out in long periods of time too as well, where you can take this and it's actually going to increase that function. So I know Charisse is a big advocate of this, especially going through COVID-19 the way that she has. And taking it and getting over it, hopefully, and feeling better. She's not 100%, but she's definitely feeling better, trust me. So at that point, Thymosin alpha-1, therapy of the week, peptide, very, very important when helping increasing immune function and support. So if you're really looking for one of the best, this is definitely one of the top for sure. If you're looking more for videos on this that we've done, more in-depth videos, talked to you by the medical provider, you guys can look at our YouTube page. You guys can look at our social media pages. We have one of our medical providers talk about this therapy, the importance of it, and how it works. So you guys can get more of a medical breakdown. I try to break it down in layman's terms for you guys, more understandable, so you guys can really, take in this information, absorb it, and really understand how it's going to help you in day-to-day life. All right? Because that's what it's about. How's it really going to help me, and do I understand how it's going to help? And that's what I really try to get with talking about these therapies a week with you guys, so you guys understand these therapies and how they can help you and how they can benefit you guys. And then if you guys want any more information or want to become a patient and possibly do this therapy or any of our other therapies, because we service nationwide, all you guys got to do is call or text 727-389-3220. All right? So let's talk about two more subjects, and then we'll get over some unboxing and then finish up here. All right? So the next one, Florida couple arrested for leaving the house after testing positive with COVID-19. Yes, they got arrested. Now, this couple was down in Key West, and what did they do wrong? So the big thing was they were supposed to quarantine, and they were caught washing their car, walking the dogs, going to the grocery store. They were filmed by their neighbors and other people in the community, I guess. So I guess other people knew that they were positive for COVID-19. But at that point, what happened was they basically, ignored the quarantine, so they were not supposed to leave the house. And they got arrested for it. So this is pretty serious. So we've starting to see arrests coming from people not following quarantine or isolation orders by their state or by their local government, which is, it's kind of crazy. Now, I understand why, people don't want to get infected. They're worried about it, so, people have to start taking this serious. And I understand with not wanting people to go out and be in public because they don't want to get other people sick. So it's kind of crazy. And now, I would imagine that they would get a fine unless they were caught getting somebody sick, and at that point, maybe get in trouble at that point or get arrested. But maybe this was taken a little bit too far if they didn't get anybody else sick, I don't know. It's so up in the air, and these things are changing every day about COVID-19 and the responses that we're doing for people. In some states, they're giving fines or they're arresting people for not wearing masks in public. In some states, you got to wear a mask outside, no matter if you're social distance or not, and inside. It just, I guess, depends where you live at. And Florida's a little bit different, so we're supposed to be social distancing, wearing masks when we can't social distance and stuff like that. But people are getting arrested, so this might be becoming a new thing or a new trend to the United States. I don't know, because this happened in Florida too. So it doesn't mean that our state is any less lenient. I guess it goes county by county in your area what's going on. But they got arrested. Hopefully they won't get in too much trouble. All right, the next one. So COVID-19 is getting helped by RLF-100 or Aviptadil. So what this is a peptide, and it's a vasoactive peptide, and the way this works is it improves lung function. So patients that have been taking this, critically ill patients on ventilators, and they've got the clinical research backing this, which is super cool, and it's actually helped patients that were in critical respiratory function and had to be put on ventilators or probably at the last stages, which is really cool. Now, the funny thing is this drug was made for erectile dysfunction. So not only will you get sexual stimulation on it, but this can actually possibly help COVID patients that are critically ill and making quicker recoveries. Very, very cool. It's actually, it got approved by the FDA as an orphan to be fast-tracked to be able to be used. So at that point, I mean, really, really cool. I mean, we're finding these different uses for these different drugs, and especially this one as a peptide. That really caught my eye, because we talk about peptides all the time. So when we talked about another peptide today, TA1. So they're finding that all these different peptides are used in a number of different ways to help the body or help us recover or help us benefit in a number of different ways. So I'm talking about Aviptadil. It's Aviptadil. Okay, RLF 100, but the name of it is Aviptadil. Aviptadil. And like I said, it was originally an erectile dysfunction drug. Now they're using it. Now it's an injectable version. They have inhalation that they're using for this. Very, very cool stuff. It's in phase 2 and 3 clinical trials with 70 patients and ongoing. Administered emergency use basis with patients that are too ill to basically recover right now. So that's really, really cool. I mean, listen, we're going to find a number of different therapeutics, and obviously these vaccines are going to be coming out, but finding a therapeutic like this that will work with these respiratory patients is key, because that's a big, big problem, especially with patients that are that have gotten over COVID-19, but have not gotten over some of the different problems that COVID-19 has caused them. And specifically with secondary infection with pneumonia with these patients is the scarring of their lungs and lung capacity not coming back right away, or people having shortness of breath still, where this could possibly help these patients too as well. Very, very cool drug. Take a look at it. RLF 100. Aviptadil. Aviptadil. Check it out. Very, 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 very cool. All right, so one more thing and we'll get to the unboxing. So in Tampa, we had this weekend, we had people get together and they did a mural, and it was Back the Blue mural. So this is really, really cool. They did the mural without finishing up the permit process. They blocked off the streets with their own vehicles and cones, and they made a huge block mural at Back the Blue. Very, very cool. I show support for our police officers. There are good police officers out there. There's bad and good with everybody, with races and different genres as far as business-wise, right? You're gonna find good people and bad people. So we shouldn't put everybody all in one category, because that's discriminating too, right? I mean, that's basically being biased and discriminating. At one point, saying every police officer is bad, or everybody in one race is bad, or that's just not right. We're individuals, and that's how we should be judged, as individuals. So at this point, we definitely want to show support for our police officers. It's definitely a bad idea to defund police officers in a number of different ways. But obviously, we want to make sure they're back, they show support. We want to make sure their confidence isn't broken, because listen, if something bad happens to you or your family that maybe you might not be able to handle, your wife, your mother, your grandmother, or somebody that's invalid cannot handle as a problem, or somebody's trying to do bad things to them, that's why we have the police. The police have been around for how long? I mean, come on. When bad guys used to come to these old towns, man, the sheriff used to come and deal with these people. Our police officers deal with bad people every day, and they make our lives safer. So we got to Back to Blue. Big up to these people that did this. It was huge. And what was the mayor going to say? I don't agree with everything our mayor here in Tampa does or has said, but she's a former police officer, so she really can't go against this. And if she did, she'd really probably catch some heat here in Tampa, Florida. So big shout out to Tampa PD. Big shout out to our police force for the good cops out there, because there are good cops. All right. So let's get into some other things here. Let's get into this unboxing, and we'll talk about the last 3 subjects that we got going on. So let's switch it up. Instagram, you're coming with me over here. And we're going to switch camera angles and show you guys what we got in stock. So you guys can see here what we're looking at. So we got a number of different things. I have this big box here that you guys can see. And I got this box in from our South American connection in Colombia. And no, it's not drugs. We get good things here, not bad things. So, good thing. What do we get here? Now, we've got a lot of girl things here. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. But these are great for females, and they're good for you guys out there because your girls can wear this awesome Titan clothing. We've got all the different shorts. So these are the camo ones. We got all the different leggings in. So these leggings are black and white. We've got all our different Titan athletic gear in. So these are more leggings, but our TNA ones, which has our American flag on here. Something that every American should be prideful of and love and show respect to. But the good thing about these is the TNA ones, our Titan athletic leggings or gear, has pockets in them. So for you ladies that want to put your cell phone in your pocket, your ID, your money, and you don't want it coming out, then we have you ladies covered. So you guys are feeling good with our therapies, and you guys are looking good with our clothing. You know, you can't beat it, right? So we got all these different things. Now, we got the new sports bras in too. We got these in all the different colors and designs. So the cool thing about these, and the ladies have been loving these, is we got the new design in where they've got the crisscross bras. So in front, I know you guys aren't very excited about this, but the crisscross bras for the girls, they look amazing. They really like the new look. And this is a Titan athletic one. You see the big American flag in the background, right? Very, very cool. Love supporting our country. What else do we got in here? And these are all our different color leggings. I mean, we got the regular pink for you girls out there. And we got these in our black ones and our blue ones. But we got the crisscross bras for you guys. So sports bras, so you guys can look good, feel good, right? All right, so for you guys, so I got some different things in. Now, these are all limited for the guys, right? But I've got these awesome Nike shirts that we got in. And I've got one on right here. It's a sleeveless shirt, right? And I'll show you what the long look of it looks like. Very cool. Very cool colors. Nike, so it's all dry fit. All very, very high quality. So you guys can see these. Titan on the front and then the back. You got the big column representing with Team Titan on the bottom. So you guys can all see that on there. You guys will love these. Very, very comfortable. Deke, I'm going to be bringing you some. And your box is coming tomorrow. So big shout out to Deke Warner. We've got our Mid-Florida Classic coming up here August 15th. We'll be down in Orlando, Florida. Titan Medical Center will be representing in big form out there, so we can't wait. Do it every year with him. Well, last year we did both shows. This year we'll do both of them. Can't wait. It's going to be a great, great event. So Titan Medical Center. And we'll be passing out some of these stuff for free. So if you guys are in the area or you guys are making it out there, please come up to the booth. We'll have some really cool good gear for you guys. This is the navy blue. So the navy blue, this is another cool color for you guys. So you guys are always hounding me for new Nike gear. Well, I got this. I got leggings shorts that came in for guys.
Right here.
And I will show you a pair. I've got multiple different kinds, from basketball to just regular athletic gym ones. Here's the red and black.
That's fire right there.
Yeah, that fire red and black, right? Gotta love that red. It's classic. Black and red, for sure. With that big column on the back. It's awesome. Also, guys, I want to show you. So, we've got... Oh, let me turn that back around. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So, we've got the jumpsuit. So, the jumpsuit I've got on. Nike jumpsuit. Real nice. Matching pants. So I can show you guys what's going on here. Right? And then here's the best thing. The back. Big logo on the back. Titan Medical Center logo. So you guys are good to go. Everybody knows. Now, I've got 3 different types of jumpsuits. This was just one, and I wanted to wear it because I never get to wear jumpsuits. It's so hot outside. But I'm like, you know what? I might as well just throw on a jumpsuit so you guys can see what they look like on. These ones fit perfect to size. I've got some thinner ones that are like more tailored. Like the XX wouldn't even fit Drew. I have to fit the XX, which this one right here is an extra large that I have on. It's real comfortable. Like I said, real nice, real thin. And then these are the shirts that we got. So these are the Nikes. real nice. They fit real good. Like I said, dry fit, you gotta love the material. It's so soft and so nice. And when you work out, you don't get sweaty. It dries up pretty quick. So this is the new Nikes, limited edition, exclusive. We've got the turquoise, the red. So check that red out, that fire red. And we got the blue, the navy blue. Gotta have that blue. This is a nice color too. I like how the white stands out on this. It's really, really good. And I'll have more stuff coming for you guys. I promise you. We're just going to get even more cool Titan gear in. Masks are coming. Art said we got some questions about masks. So the Titan Medical Center mask. Here's a sample. And I've got black ones coming in. It's got the little ventilation thing on it. Holds a little filter in the pocket there. So we'll have these Titan Strong masks coming too as well. So you guys have them. We got black ones coming with white on them. We've got some pink ones and some different colors for ladies. So you guys are going to love it. So listen, we got to wear these. We might have some style, right? And have a little bit of protection. You know, it might not be at all. And not everybody wants to wear a mask, but I'm telling you guys, we're having to wear them. So at this point, we're going to wear them. I got them coming in. As soon as I get them in, we'll do a video and show you guys. I'll probably send some out to you guys or do some giveaways for some masks too as well. All right, so let's get back into this bad boy and talk about what's going on. What up, LaShawn Green? Thank you. I appreciate it. Mike Neal, what's going on? Joey Holt, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Jenny, love it. Thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. All right, so we're back. We are back to the center chair. Ha, ha, ha. All right. So let's talk about the other last subjects that I got for us. So the next one, and it has to deal with COVID, but it has to deal with hair. So hair loss after COVID-19. And what this is called is intelligent effluvium. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing that correct. I always check, but it's intelligent effluvium. Intelligent effluvium. And this is basically something that happens when you go through a stressful time period, trauma. It can happen after surgeries, this medical condition. And basically what happens is you start shedding hair. Now, during a normal day, you shed between 100 and 150 strands of hair a day. With this being triggered, you can obviously, there's people, I guess doctors are saying that people are walking with bags of hair. They can lose patches of hair. So this can be very, very serious. And people get really, really scared about this. People don't want to lose their hair and stuff like that, especially females. So at this point, this does affect them. It's something where, basically it's going to go on for a little bit of time and then people can get over it. It can be reversed. So this is not permanent, thank God. But it is one thing. So if you're getting over COVID-19 or something stressful or trauma that's happened to you, this could possibly happen. So don't freak out. It could be reversible, okay? So COVID-19 has caused a lot of different problems in a lot of different ways, and we keep learning every day about different issues that could pop up because you've had COVID-19. Very, very crazy, very, very scary. So I'm sorry for anybody out there that's had it. Hopefully you guys recover at 100%. Ride at Disney sinks. This was pretty funny when I read this. So Splash Mountain, which has been in the news lately because they were going to change some things about Splash Mountain and some of the different things that were going on it. Riders were on this ride at Splash Mountain, which is a water ride if you don't know what it is. It's a water ride, and basically what happened was some guests were on this water ride. And what happened was the boat started sinking that they were on. You know how they have you strapped in there. So the guests got out of the ride. And if you're watching the video on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, you guys can look this up. But basically the video shows this ride underneath the water. And the Disney attendant is basically scolding the people from getting out of there. What up, Victor? How you doing? So they're scolding the people from getting out of this ride that's sinking, okay? So what would you do? You're obviously going to get out of the ride. You're obviously going to be worried about yourself. I don't care what some Disney attendant's telling me. If the ride's sinking, I'm getting the heck out of it as fast as possible because I ain't trying to go down with the boat or the pod or whatever the hell they're in. The log, right? The log. It's just funny because you really never hear about some of these different things that happen at these big theme parks. They try to keep it as quiet as possible. But with the internet these days and people having cameras and stuff like that, the internet and social media, things spread or move quicker than ever. All right. So this is just one thing, sharing information. Pretty crazy. So if you guys are on rides, be careful. Nothing is flawless, and make sure. All right. 2 people removed from a Delta airline or airplane that was leaving because they didn't want to wear masks. So these people were in Detroit, and basically the flight was going to take off. They're on the runway moving, and at one point they were told to put their masks on, and these people did not want to put their masks on. So the airplane pilot said, you know what? Don't worry about it. We're going to turn this plane around. Turn the plane around, and they kicked these people off the plane for not wearing their masks. It's getting serious with this mask thing. We were talking about it. We talked about it the last couple of weeks. And at that point, you can be banned from flights now. Banned from flying, at this point, yeah. I mean, more than over 100 people are on the no-fly list for refusing to wear masks. Over 100 people for not wearing masks. Now, usually when you're on the no-fly list, it's because you've done something seriously wrong. Or you've done something seriously on the airplane, like you fight somebody, you do some damage, and they won't let you on. Terrorists, drugs. I mean, there's different things you can go on the no-fly list for not wearing the mask. It's become very serious now. The mask is definitely going to become a daily item requirement, I guess. I mean, it's pretty crazy too, because you better have some extra masks. Even if you're in your car, because I got one day, I'm like, damn, I didn't have my mask. I better go back and get my mask, because you can't get service in a lot of places. And it's just nuts. And I know a lot of places, they were trying to enforce it or have employees enforce it, and some of these employees are getting hurt, shot, or whatever. But I've seen cops in these places now, and nobody's going to go up and shoot a cop or punch a cop in the face because he tells them to wear a mask. So what these places are doing now is they're hiring off-duty police officers. And if you guys know nightclubs and stuff like that, like nightclubs have to hire, or they do usually hire off-duty police officers in their uniform. And they get paid, and at that point, these cops can enforce the rules. And that's what they're doing. They're hiring private security or private police officers as far as off-duty to enforce the mask rule or mandates that are out there. So it's just getting even crazier, and you guys are on this ride with us, or with me, so you guys are going to experience and see what I'm seeing every day. So it's pretty crazy. What up, Big J? Dr. Strange, how you doing? All right, young Pablo, what's going on? So that's pretty much everything that's going on out there. It's just a lot of craziness.
Got a couple comments.
What do we got up here? I already said what's up to Mike. Holt, what's going on? LaShawn, thank you for tuning in.
Big J.
Big J, what it do?
Somebody's an ECA staff.
Sorry, guys. Been get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning every day, and that's just usually not like me. Usually I'm a 7 o'clock riser, maybe 6, 4:30, and a wake up's been getting me, but loving it, man. Loving it. Getting a lot of stuff done, and that's what it should be all about, progressing, getting things done. All right, tight newsletter poll. What is in your arsenal to build your immune system defense? So what are you guys doing to build your immune system defense? One thing that this pandemic has taught us is that we need to prepare, and we need to prepare in a number of different ways. But one in specific would be how we are going to help our immune function, our immune defense, because this might not be the last virus or thing that we come in contact with, or that might hurt us or damage us, or just being out there. What are you guys doing? Because there's all these different bacterias out there and viruses out there, and we talk about Thymosin alpha 1 today and how it can help, but really just upping the defense in your body, because you have no idea what you're going to come in contact with daily. Even if you're washing your hands and wearing a mask and stuff like that, sometimes you might cross-contaminate in different ways. So what are you going to come in contact with? What is a family member going to bring home to you? A loved one, at that point. So you just want to have the best possible defense on your side.
Are you ready?
Let's see what the poll came up with.
That's what you first. All right.
All right. So actually, a lot of people are using things here, and some pretty good ones. Wow. Okay. So zinc was at 33.3%. So as we know, and even from the hospital right now, when you go into COVID and you get admitted, when you get released, they're talking about you intaking zinc and vitamin C. These are two main essential ones they talk about because they know that it helps with, viruses and bacteria and boosting immune system defense or function. So 33.3%, that was the biggest one. The next one, vitamin C was the biggest one at 41.7%. So vitamin C is in everything from oranges. You can get oral supplements, injectable like we talked about, in a number of different ways, vitamin C. And vitamin C is definitely effective, in maybe lowering the course of days that you're sick or possibly helping with symptoms. We know that in some hospitals around the country, they were using high levels of intravenous, that means IV, vitamin C on patients along with zinc to help them get over some of the different sicknesses, specifically COVID-19 we were talking about. It's not proven, but they were using this in high doses. Glutathione at 16.7%. Glutathione, the mother, the super of antioxidants, right? That one's one of the biggest ones that I'm a big proponent of. And the reason why, it helps with a number of different things from inflammation, so rheumatoid arthritis, regular arthritis is huge. Oxidative stress. So when we talk about oxidative stress, we talk about oxidation. And Art was telling me, can we break this down into a layman term where somebody can really understand? Because they might not understand oxidation. And I'll go back to a car. So a car, when it rusts, right, that rust, it oxidizes. So when we use antioxidants, we reverse the oxidation. So we take off the rust, or we take out the rust from the inside of the body. That's the best way I can describe it to you. Your body is rusting on the inside. And now we're taking that rust off with taking the oxidation away, the rust, with the antioxidants. So glutathione is one of the top antioxidants out there and is used for that. Liver functions, ALT, AST. So people have high liver functions from taking in high amounts of acetaminophen, or they're drinking a lot, or with acetaminophen, that's another big one, like in painkillers. So if you're taking that, also it can happen because of a fatty liver, ALT, AST go up, and a lot of people have that problem. They go into their primary care and they usually say change your diet. That could possibly help. Fried foods, stay away from that. But some people have great diets and still have higher liver functions or fatty liver. So they don't think they can do anything about it. That's where glutathione comes in play, because glutathione will usually get those liver enzymes down to a lower level or within range. Another one that brings up is hepatitis. That's another one that brings up ALT, AST, liver enzymes pretty high. So at that point, you can help along with that. I'm not going to say this is not a cure for hepatitis by any means, but some of the hepatitis, they do have some great medications for, but this can definitely help combat those liver functions or ALT, AST from going up as high. So it's a really, really good one, okay? So check it out. Glutathione, that's another good one. And for the last one, Thymosin alpha-1 at 8.3%. Now, I think this one is the lowest right now because a lot of people don't really know about Thymosin alpha-1. That's why I really like to bring you guys up to date and educate you guys on it. It's been around for a while, and they do use it for different things as far as, like I said, chemo patients, increasing efficiency for vaccines. Hepatitis patients are using it for too as well. So check it out, Thymosin alpha-1. If you guys want to know the commercial name for it, Zadaxin, Zadaxin, Zadaxin. So you guys can look it up from the pharmaceutical company that's produced by, because it is a manufactured product from Big Pharma. Really, really cool stuff, guys. So that's the poll. Thank you guys for interacting with the poll. If you guys want to be a part of the poll and you guys want to get our newsletter, it's real simple and easy to do. Just text the phone number 22828 and text the word Titan Medical. So the phone number 22828 and text the word Titan Medical, and you guys will be automatically included, and you guys will get the newsletter every week. It has the therapy of the week, discounts, our events that are coming up, the Titan newsletter poll that you guys just heard me talk about, that, and there's new questions every week. So I want to get you guys' input about it so we can, help each other out. You guys can learn more from me. I can learn what more is going on with you guys, and maybe help you guys out. So that's the show, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget, make sure you guys are sharing this on Facebook. That little share button at the bottom. You guys are tagging people on Instagram, and you guys can tag people on Facebook that might learn from this or want to know more about some of these different therapies that we do. Please check out Twitter. Our Facebook account has been really, really good, but our YouTube account is what I need you guys to go and subscribe to. Go there, press subscribe, hit the bell, all notifications. There's a ton of different videos on there that you might not see on the other social media platforms. Hint, hint. So go check it out. Please press subscribe and share that page as well. So the podcast, if you guys want to listen to this during your workouts, during a drive, you guys can go check out the podcast wherever you guys download podcasts at, and you guys can check out this podcast and the Titan Lifestyle with Big Drew that's on Fridays. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys like the content you guys are hearing that we produce for you guys, please guys, share it, press subscribe, make sure people are following us, and we'll keep giving you guys this great information and keep putting it out there for you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great Titan Talk Tuesday. Join me Friday with Big Drew, Titan Lifestyle, 2 p.m., and our Sunday ABC show at 11 a.m. And we got some special times that are coming up, prime time, like at 5:30 into 6 p.m., which is going to be really cool, and some other times. Stay tuned for those time frames and those days. All right, guys. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night. I'll see you Friday with Big Drew. Thanks a lot, guys.